Banana Island is home to the wealthy and affluent in the society and is one of the areas in Lagos that, as we often say, houses the 1% of the 1% of the society. These are wealthy and influential individuals in Lagos and Nigeria as a whole: politicians, artists, movie producers, actors, actresses, high net worth individuals, and so on. So why has Banana Island been in the news lately? And what does the Lagos State government have to do with this? Well, the Lagos State government announced plans to mark illegal buildings in Banana Island for demolition, starting from Monday, February 17, 2025, as reported by the Punch newspaper. Now, before a demolition notice is served, a contravention notice should have been served. The reason given for this move are violation of building regulation, safety risks, and unauthorized encroachment. Now, these are some of the reasons for which government can serve contravention and then demolition notices. In this case, specific violations stated for these structures by the developers were highlighted, including building under high tension power lines and building within restricted shoreline areas. These buildings, according to the Lagos State Building Control Agency (LASCA), will be identified and demolished as they are in violation of building code. This was disclosed by the General Manager of LASCA, Mr. Gbolahan Oki, at a stakeholders meeting on Banana Island recently. He stated, "From Monday to Friday next week, officials will come and mark the building. The following week, we will give you 2 weeks to get your documents ready. After that, I'm going to pull everything down," Oki declared. So, the process of identifying and marking these buildings will be for 5 days, from Monday 17th February to Friday the 21st February in 2025. Developers and homeowners whose buildings are marked would have 2 weeks to defend their buildings from the rampaging bulldozers of LASCA. LASCA GM emphasized that the decision followed the government's commitment to enforcing urban planning laws and ensuring public safety. According to Mr. Oki, LASCA has carried out similar actions in other parts of the state, including Abule-Egba, Iyanoiba, and Iyanosheri, where illegal buildings under high tension lines were removed. What is sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. The government, in essence, is saying that same rules will apply in Banana Island, home to the high and mighty, as they did in locations where the poor and middle class reside. In the same report, the Special Advisor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on EJIS and planning matters, Dr. Babatunde Olajide, reaffirmed the Lagos State government's authority over land matters under the Land Use Act. He noted that unauthorized land reclamation and sand filling has disrupted Banana Island's planned development, necessitating intervention. He gave an instance that while regulations mandate a 150-meter setback from the shoreline, the government has reduced this to 100 meters as a concession. However, some developers still fail to comply. Residents should cooperate, as the objective is to restore order and ensure safety, not to target property owners arbitrarily. To understand what setback is, watch this video by Engineer Ibilola of the ODS. To address complaints of illegal extensions, a committee led by the Permanent Secretary of the Office of Urban Development, Olalekan Sodeinde, has been set up. Sodeinde noted that unregulated construction has led to environmental degradation on Banana Island, which was once a prime real estate destination, and assured that firm action will be taken to restore its integrity. Now, what does the residents of Banana Island have to say about all of this? Well, reports have it that the chairman of the Banana Island Association, Abidemi Shonaike, welcomed the government's efforts, emphasizing the importance of planning and safety compliance, stating, "With enforcement imminent, property owners have been urged to regularize their approvals or face demolition." The question now is, will this enforcement be actually carried out and the same measures applied to the less affluent areas be applied to this location? Well, we believe in the affirmative if recent occurrences are taken into account. Recall that in a report by This Day following the collapse on First Avenue, Banana Island 2 years ago, a visibly angry Governor Sanwo-Olu rebuked officers of the Monitoring and Enforcement Agency, stating, "We have had to change staff here and there so that we can bring forward robust and very strong monitoring officers, but we are still short of it. I must say, we need to do what we have to do to always keep the lives of our citizens safe. Then we will think that complaints reported in this same location that can result in casualty will be treated with kids' gloves. Imagine the news that high-tension power lines unlived residents of Banana Island. Thus, the agency publicly scolded by the governor would not want a repeat of that. Also, in a report by PM News Nigeria on the 20th of December 2023, the Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Mr. Tokunbo Wahab, in a post on X stated, following the expiration of the contravention notice served on properties built on setbacks on Mojishola Onikoyi, Shoreline Estate, Parkview Estate, and Banana Island Collector Drain in Ikoyi, the enforcement team of the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources yesterday commenced the removal of these illegal structures to allow access to the collector drain for cleaning and maintenance. So if buildings have been removed in Banana Island before now due to one contravention or the other, it will be done again if buildings there run afoul of the laws. We'll keep an eye on this as it unfolds and have an update for you. Yours truly, Matthew from Credaple.